Hello, my name is Richard Towne. I'm a trustee at the Heritage Glass Museum here in Glassboro, New Jersey, commemorating 200 years worth of glassmaking in South Jersey and other areas. And what I want to do today is talk about a few of the bottles and containers that were used 100 years ago. Okay, I would like to begin with this particular glass bottle. It contains something that's white, contains vitamin D, and you drink it every day. I'm sure by now you probably figured out what it is, but in case you haven't, let me show you what has replaced it. It now looks like this, or sometimes in paperboard containers. And what they did back years ago was bottles like this would be delivered to your home by a milkman. He would drive up to your house, he would get out and he would bring about 2 to 4 of these, and he would put it into a container, an insulated metal container such as this, and he would close the lid, and this would keep it until your mom or somebody got to pick it up and bring it into the house and put it in the refrigerator. Next, I would like to talk to you about a glass bottle that's known as a canning jar or fruit jar. Nowadays, you go to the supermarket and you buy your canned vegetables and fruits in a metal can. Bring them home and you take the top off, or sometimes jars with screw tops. Back 100 years ago and before that, ladies of the house would harvest fruit from their gardens and trees, and they would put them up in jars like this, and it was very important that they formed a good seal. The way this would work is you open the top like this, and underneath there you would be a rubber gasket so that you would not let bacteria in and spoil the food. And this was one of the earlier systems. There's even ones before this. And then later on, these you've probably seen just walking in old shops. This is known as the Mason patent. The screw on top. This was patented in 1858, but it really wasn't used until much later. And these metal lids had glass inserts, milk glass inserts, and there would be a seal, also a gasket under here to help seal the contents. And after a while, once the can was made and jars with screw tops, these became a thing of the past. Next, I'd like to talk about a very popular practice back 100 years ago and way before that as well. Patent medicines. This happens to be a very popular one. It's called Warner's Safe Kidney and Liver Cure. And it just happened to be made by the Whitney Glass Works here at Glassboro. This one has an embossed safe on the front of it to help illustrate how well this product actually worked, when in fact it probably didn't do much of anything, which is typical of patent medicines back in the day. And these days, you could not get away with the claims that they made back then. You would go to the drugstore, and a pharmacist would give you your medication. You wouldn't buy it over the counter like this. Years ago, one of the ways to help keep young people, children, people with bad eyesight, and those who would reach for harmful chemicals in the dark, we needed a way to realize that in a bottle. So what they came up with was a bottle like this that has raised bumps on it, so that when they touched it, they could feel that, hey, this is not something I want to take internally. And to give you a better feel for what this looks like, I'll bring it closer to the camera and turn it for you so you can see all those little raised glistening bumps on there. This is just a sampling of the many fine glass artifacts that we have here at the Heritage Glass Museum. Please come and visit us so you can see our entire collection.